What's up everyone, this is Gaurav. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about impact of current crisis on F-1 students seeking OPT. Now, if you have graduated from university and you are still waiting for your OPT, this video is for you. Now, as we know, the pandemic has caused unprecedented disruption and damages across the world, and its grave impact has been felt accurately by international students who are studying in the United States. Despite the economic contributions the international students bring to the US, these individuals were not offered strategic support as university ordered all the international students to vacate the on-campus housing and announce that the classes will be held online. These changes have adversely affected foreign students without families and home in the United States. It was a big deal, guys. The Department of Homeland Security did provide some concession for international students and stated that those holding F-1 student visa would maintain lawful status in the United States while taking online classes in the US. So if before the rule was just to do it in the university and take classes in the university, but they revised the rule just because of this pandemic that you can take online classes. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 points. First one would be legal implications. The second would be emotional impact on international students. And the third one would be what F-1 students seeking OPT employment can do during this crisis. So if you want to know details about all these 3 points, please keep on watching. Number 1 is legal implications. Now let me get it clear. Optional practical training (OPT) refers to temporary employment, is directly related to an F-1 student's major area of study. It is for 1 year for non-STEM students, and it can be extended to 2 more years and become 3 years for STEM students. Now, OPT employment can include unpaid internship or volunteering work. No matter what their work arrangement may be, student must devote at least 20 hours per week to the employment, internship or volunteering work. From the start date indicated on their employment authorization, students are allowed up to 90 days of unemployment and the risk of having their employment revoked if they exceed the limit. So they have 90 days to find a job on their OPT card, and if you don't find it, you will lose the job. These were all the facts. Now, in all efforts to advocate for the students, NAFSA submitted a letter to Department of Homeland Security urging that the unemployed days of 90 should be extended. So in response, the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, which is we call as SEVP of Department of Homeland Security, they said that due to this COVID-19 emergency, the duration, students who are working on OPT opportunity, if they work less than 20 hours a week, they are still going to be engaged in OPT. Before, the rule was that you have to do at least 20 hours a week in order to maintain your OPT period. Now they told that USCIS told that if you are working less than 20 hours a week, still you are considered as OPT. So that's the first point which you have to keep in mind. Now that was all about the legal implications, that you have 90 days and you have to find the job within 90 days, and it can be volunteering work, internship work or anything, and it had to be before 20 hours a week. But due to this pandemic, if you're working less than 20 hours a week, still it is fine and you will be still eligible to work under 20 hours in your OPT. Number two is emotional impact on international students. The level of stress experienced by international students have been very high during the time. I understand. They are unable to travel home due to the mandatory requirement to stay in the United States when applying to OPT. They also fear inability to secure a job amongst as the hiring freezes across various industries, thereby putting them at risk of exceeding of the 90 days unemployment period which is given in OPT. So these are all the stresses which international students are going through due to all the articles and publications and president's message of buy Americans and hire Americans. There has been a tense and worrying situation among all the international students. I will be coming back in the conclusion for this. So these were all the stresses which are faced by international students. Number three I want to talk about is what F-1 students seeking OPT employment can do during this crisis. So this is all going on. So what you should accurately do. Now, international students who are graduating from American institutes of higher education this year will face challenges in finding an employment in the United States. At the same time, they are advised that it's important to fully understand the benefits of OPT program and leverage all its advantages. Make sure you know the rules and what you can do and what you cannot do. For instance, because the OPT program permits unpaid part-time work, students are encouraged to be flexible with their employment options and to consider whether they can pursue unpaid work to maintain their visa status. So if you're not getting a job, look around for an unpaid job. Reach out to small scale industries or small businesses and ask them if you can work there for them as a volunteer and grow their business, because all the small businesses are going down of work, and you have to identify and contact small employers that are hit hard by the situation and they are in need of help. And as an international student, if you have the skill set, please go and help them. This is the way to maintain your visa status, because OPT allows you to pursue an unpaid work. And it's like it will help both of the small employer for growing their businesses and you to maintain your student visa. Now, in conclusion, guys, I will say that OPT is valuable for international students as well as US employers. Now, business leaders know that international students in many cases represent their only chance to find a key role at their organization. If this pool of potential candidate goes away, international students goes away, all the firms could quickly get into deep trouble, because all the good sectors, IT sectors and everything is like international students, and they play a crucial role. They wouldn't be able to grow and survive because they'll be unable to hire international students. At some point, they will get eaten up by the foreign competitors. So it's very important to take all this point in mind. In short, though the OPT program, international students gain valuable work experience and utilize their education received in the United States, while the employer are able to increase their competitiveness on the global stage through the students. So there are both the advantages for the employer and the students. Both are important. Flexibility and creativity are key for international students who would like to stay in United States and work here. You have to maintain a close communication with international student offices and the colleges, as they will guide you better and they will provide you the career path. Stay aware. So at the closing end, I will just say that stay aware of your OPT program, volunteering options, and help small businesses grow to stay into your visa status, and stay positive. And I'm sure don't listen to all the crap news which comes that they will revoke this, they will revoke this. OPT students, you need, like, America needs international students. So please be positive and go for it. All right, guys, that's it, and good luck, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.